Marty still going, Jan? You're here. You're here. Awesome. Glad you're here. She just ended. Oh, cool. Well, we are. Tina's in the other one. Oh, Tina Noor. We are excited to be with you guys tonight, ready to demo some stuff and just have some fun. We are waiting on a raid train, guys. If you're just coming in, thank you for coming. Please browse the bin. There are also auction items that you can pre-bid. There are some bags that I suspect will go very quickly tonight, and they are limited. We did. I picked up some really good Tula. Like, I was really, I was kind of excited.
I got some really good Lena Horne.
What?
Or
Anna Maria?
Anna Maria Horne.
Yeah, the Echinacea prints you got were amazing. Yes, and I'll send you that yard of the dinosaurs. I'm just not going to watch somebody outbid you. It just drove me nuts. So, bam, done. Bing. I was like, don't think so. Pew. Goodbye. So, we're going to make a bow, like a keychain like bow. I know, but I wanted to. Hi, Jay. We're going to make a keychain type bow. And we're going to, speaking of Tula, here's what we're making. We're making one of these. I'm going to sell these tonight too. They hold chapstick or lipstick or money or whatever, and they can attach to your bag. This one is so bright. The colors are so bright. And they're really cute. They're really simple to put together. They're fun. And I focused my Christmas in July on Christmas gifts. So I'm giving you Christmas gifts. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not doing Christmas themed items, but Christmas gifts. So you're going to have plenty. And these bow keychains make the best stocking stuffer. Also, if you purchase in my show tonight, tomorrow, Wheezy's Whimsy is having a buyer. Everyone who buys in this train, she's having a private show that I'll send you a link to. And you will get to go to a private buyer's giveaway show where she's doing some really nice bundled giveaways for anyone who is a buyer in any of the shows on the train today. So, kind of a good deal. Kind of a good deal. M. Duke, House of Junkin, welcome in. House of Junkin, do you do vintage shows on here? Do you have any percolator parts? I am desperately searching for percolator parts. I scored a really amazing vintage Pyrex 9-cup flameware percolator, but I need the insides. I hope no one is disappointed that I'm not doing any Christmas items, because I'm not doing Christmas. But I'm giving you all of the Christmas gifts that you need. You can get all your shopping done tonight. And then you won't have to do any shopping. That's right. They can. And I mean, it's just a little bit of a different approach. Because what I want to do is make sure that you're prepared and you're not last minute gift shopping. So, you know. there's that, right? Mom and I had an adventurous day. We took a drive and had lunch and hopped around to a quilt shop or two. Just kind of got out a little, huh, Mom?
Yep. It was nice. We visited a very quaint, very eclectic little place.
We did.
That was out in the boondocks.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a beautiful place in the country, but probably a good 15 miles.
Yeah, it was very, I'm going to get you guys up here a little ways.
It was really odd for them to be kind of out in the country.
And she does retreats and everything. Like, it was crazy to me.
Yeah. It was like her quilt shop was kind of sort of like in a nice barn, if you would imagine. Mm-hmm. It was, obviously done up really nice on the inside. Outside looked weathered and old like a barn.
Yeah.
And then in front of that, because it was set back off the road, in front of that barn was a really huge, nice home.
It was a newer facility, though. Like, you could tell it was a built.
And it was kind of sort of a ranch style, would you say?
Yeah, it almost looks like a nursing home to me. It was laid out like that. But then when we went in and was talking to her, she's like, oh, no, we do our retreats there.
So, yeah, that was their area of where people stayed on retreats. Mm. It really looked cool. Now, the very first thing Larissa and I spotted was a spider.
Big, huge wolf spider on the wall.
Kind of turned our interest away a little.
I was like, I'm done. Hello, E-Bartels. How are you? I have new bags for sale tonight. Check that bin out, guys. It's a new style bag. And I actually made a Ruby Star Society selvage bag tonight, which is kind of cool. There's a Ruby Star bag, and I'm about to make a Tula bow, and I have I have a Cafe bow and 2 Tula bows already made, and we're going to sell those tonight. The keychain bows tonight are $12. I have a couple key fobs that are going to be $6. This bow will be $12 when we finish it. But this is what I'm going to demo for you. And then we're going to run the bags that we have available tonight. So lots of good choices for Christmas gifts tonight. You should be able to get a lot of Christmas gifts accomplished and purchased tonight in our show. Because we have a lot of really good choices. So that's super exciting, I hope, for everyone.
And we went kind of sort of like looking around at garage sales, but it was so incredibly hot.
Yeah, it was just too hot.
We didn't even want to get out of the car and go into the garage sales.
It was too hot.
We did get out at 1. It was terrible.
Tracy Doodle Desk, how are you? Tracy Thomas, welcome in. We should be getting our raid here in just a couple minutes.
Matt's been gone all day. It has been extremely quiet with him not here.
He was in a bowling tournament.
And he doesn't really make noise, but his presence, I guess.
Here we go, guys. The raid is on its way. Woo-hoo. Where's that quilt shop near you? It's in Quitman. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Welcome to our show. First off, let's say thank you to Wheezy's Whimsy for allowing us to participate in the raid train today. I want to first say that I did check with Wheezy to make sure it was okay, but I took a little different route today. with the theme of Christmas, and I decided that I was going to do a focus on letting you get your Christmas shopping done early by showcasing Christmas gift options, because we make a lot of handmade items that are great for gifts. And tonight I'm going to demo for you a wonderful stocking stuffer. So, what I'm going to show you is a keychain bow that is a puffy keychain bow. These are perfect for stocking stuffers. They will hold like a lipstick, money, lots of different little things can fit in the pocket here that's on the edge of the bow. I do have a few made that I'm going to sell tonight. You can see some of the options. But these are what we are going to demo. I'm going to teach you how to make this tonight. Super simple, super easy. If you've ever sewn anything a day in your life, and even if you haven't, you can probably make this bow because it's very simple. These are wonderful for a quick gift. All of us get very inundated in the Christmas season with having to go to those parties where it's last minute, you didn't know you were going to need to go, and now you need to take a white elephant gift, and what are you going to do? And so this is a wonderful little thing to put together. Okay. So please, guys, if you have the ability to share the show, I would love for you to do that. And guys, please do us a wonderful favor of giving Wheezy's Whimsy a follow and a bookmark on all of her shows, because she is such a wonderful train conductor, and we want to give her honor in what she's done for the train. So let's get, sorry, I had to turn my sound off. Let's get started on our pieces so I can tell you about this little pattern. This is a sweet little bow pattern. Very simple to make. You need very little to actually do this. So you're going to want 2 pieces of fabric that measure 4.5 inches wide. Now I choose to use quilting cotton, okay? Oh yes, let me not forget. There is a train-wide buyer's giveaway. Anybody who purchases in any show on this train will get a link in a message to go to a private show tomorrow, and it will be with Wheezy, and she has amazing giveaway bundles prepared that you will be able to enter to win. So definitely don't skip on making a purchase today. So you will cut a 4.5 inch strip, one that is 12 inches and one that is 11. Okay. Both need to be 4.5 inches wide. One needs to be 12 inches long. One needs to be 11. You're also going to need a strip that is 2.5 inches long by 9, 8 or 9. 8.5 is even okay, because I think I cut this at 8.5. This is going to be the pocket. So this is how we're going to create the pocket. Okay. And then I personally, the pattern that I use did not call for this middle section that covers up the middle of the bow, but I just don't think the bow looks good without that. So I'm going to show you that you should create that. So you're going to need another piece, and I'm just going to kind of cut this one on the fly because I laid this material over here, and I'm going to tell you what it measures after I get it cut, because this is how I do things. Okay, so to make that middle section, I'm using a piece that measures about 3 inches wide and 6 inches long. And you're gonna just iron this into, hello, Amber, welcome in. You're just gonna iron this into like a binding type iron. So I'll show you how we do that. Don't mind my ironing pad, it's just bruised. Hello, Marty. How are you? So to make this a thin strip that we need to go through the middle of our bow, the first thing we're going to do is fold it over directly in half. And then we're just going to iron straight down the top. Okay, and then we're going to fold in each side to the middle, like so. And we're going to iron down it again. So now we have some folds here that we can follow. Ooh, once we can touch it because it gets hot. And I'm just going to put some clips on here. I am wonderful. I'm doing a little tutorial on this bow. So we're just going to put some clips in. And what we'll need to do, we're clipping this because we're going to need to put a little seam down it to make it sturdy enough to go around the center of our bow. So I'm going to put a straight seam down one side and the other, which I'll show you when we get to that part. But since we have more to prep at the iron, I'm going to start there. The next thing we want to do is we want to take our strip that is 4.5 by 11. This is going to be the legs of your bow. So we're going to take that strip and we're going to fold it over, wrong sides facing out the long way, and we're going to press it. If you have questions, feel free to ask. My mom's helping me watch the chat. The little strip, which is our 2.5 by 8 or 9, we need to put a seam in this with right sides facing on the end that's open. So I'm going to just go over to the sewing machine and just place a seam right here, and I'll show it to you once I'm done. Okay, so I just placed a seam with about a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay, now I did that before ironing it because I need to, I'm just going to press this open a little bit. I need to turn this right sides round. We're just going to finger press that seam, lay this down, and press it with our iron. This is not a complicated part, okay? Not a complicated part. This is going to become the pocket for your chapstick or lipstick. So over here where we have our this is not our loop, our bow loops, but this is our legs, our leg portion. We're going to open it up where we have ironed it. That seam part we're going to place at the bottom, and then we're going to lay this right into the fold. You guys see how we're putting that right into the fold?
Is it supposed to stick out like that on the edge?
I let it stick out a little. Not too much, but just a little because I don't want to sew through that seam. So now I'm going to fold it back over. I'm going to place a clip right here in the middle. So, I know, that's Tula Pink. It's hard not to love Tula Pink. Now I have taken and flipped it over to where the opening faces me. Okay? I'm just going to lay this flat in front of me. I'm going to grab my scissors. Starting at this corner, I'm going to make a cut that extends to the outside in a diagonal. From corner to the folded line. Now, without moving the direction of your piece, you have to do the other side the same way. Corner to the folded edge. Just a diagonal cut. Simple as that. So now you have what looks like an oblong rectangle with slanted edges. This is going to create our bow loops. I'm going to place a clip on each end just to hold it together. Okay? Our next step is to take our the end of our bow that is 12 inches by 4.5. So our pattern, I'm saying all the wrong words. Our piece of fabric that is 4.5 inches by 12. We're going to place right sides together on the 4.5 inch. I'm just going to lay those together and give it a quick press. Okay, once I've done that, I'm going to use my pointer here to show you what we're going to do when we get over to the sewing machine. we're going to we're going to sew this corner. We're going to back stitch, come all the way down and go around. Come all the way back up, back stitch here. So, right here, on the top of this, where this is open, right here, we're going to leave an opening so we can turn our loop once we have sewn all the way around this box. Okay, we're going to turn it out. So now we have 3 pieces prepared to go to the sewing machine. Okay, 3 pieces ready to go because we've got them prepped, ironed, and ready. So I'm just going to reach over here, turn the iron off, move it out of my way so that I can bring my camera over and you guys can come to the sewing machine. Okay. So, first thing we're going to sew is our straight piece. And this is just going to put the 2 straight lines down each side. So just a straight stitch down each side. You go as slow as you need to, removing your clips as you go. Now we have a straight stitch down each side. Everybody see those? That's going to be the middle of our bow. Now the tricky part. No, I'm just kidding. It's not tricky. We are going to sew our bow legs. Where this center is, where you have this clip on, you're going to leave the opening to turn this right here. Okay? So I always start sewing down this back line. Okay? So I'm going to put it under my foot and I'm going to start sewing. Now, when you get to these edges that are slanted, your material's not super thick, okay? So you don't have to go slow, but as you come down to the corner, because it is a thinner material, you're going to want to lift your presser foot and then move the fabric where it doesn't bunch up underneath this foot. Now, I've gotten to where I'm close to this bow, so I'm going to back stitch a couple stitches, cut my threads, lift it up, move my clip, leave space for my opening, and then I'm coming back. I'm going to back stitch again and just go right back around until I meet my stitching again. Now remember, on this end, we're sewing in that pocket, so it's a little thicker. If you have questions, please feel free to ask. When you finish sewing this, it should look similar to this. Here is your opening. You're going to reach inside here and turn this piece in, right sides out. Now we're going to do the same thing to our loops. We have it marked, so we're going to start where our X is. We're going to stitch, back stitch, and then continue on around our square. So here we go down the edge. We're going to flip it around. Grab the bottom edge. Now right up here we have another X, so we know when we get to that X we need to stop and back stitch just to set those stitches, cut our threads, move it apart, and this is what we should have. Now let's go back to our table, turn our pieces, and take a look at what we've got. 1 second while we get plugged back in, guys. These little iPads are funny. You have to stay plugged in when you're on Whatnot. So when you're turning something out that you have sewn right sides together, it's important to snip off the corners and trim off excess. So I'm going to go here where the pocket was sticking out, and I'm just going to trim around where we sewed. Now, be sure not to cut your stitches. If you have a hard time seeing your stitches, make sure you use a color of thread you can see. So when I get ready to turn this, these can be a little tricky, okay? So if you need a turning loop or something, you can certainly use that. I always try to keep, what size is the pocket piece? Mad Beatrice, this pocket piece measures 4.5 by 12 inches. 4.5 by 12. This piece was 4.5 by 11. And it has a piece inside it that is 2.5 by 9 that makes the pocket that you're fixing to see.
It looks like a chopstick. Your tool.
Oh yeah, it's like a knitting needle, I think. It's not a turning tool. It's like a knitting needle.
And did you answer what was the size of the pocket piece?
Yes, I did. Okay.
Maybe.
Probably. I have no idea. I use my seam ripper because I can't get in the points real good to pull these out. I know there are people who'd be like, don't do that. But this is just the way I do it. And I don't always do this, but I do sometimes. So I use the seam ripper to get into these.
For just half a second.
What?
She didn't see me, and I was going to come
jumping in. I already seen him. I knew he was standing there. All right. So once you turn your piece, you're going to see your pocket on this end. And then you've got this opening. So we know we're going to have to sew this. So we're going to put a top stitch all in this, right? So what we have to do is just grab one of our clips and put it on there, okay? All right, next thing I'm going to do is snip off these corners. This is going to be our actual, what we would call the bow portion. Right? If it works, it does not matter, Miss Jan. And these things come out so cute. I mean, it's so easy to make these. And now I will say you do need to keep some hardware on hand. And y'all know for forever I made jewelry. So I had like keychain hardware and stuff. And so that part I had. But if you didn't have that, you would, put them on something else, I guess. So this is how your pocket ends up looking for your bows. There's an opening here that you're going to fill with polyfill. So I'm going to hand this over to my mom and ask her to fill it with polyfill. You're just going to do like you would stuff a pillow. She's just going to fill it with polyfill. You're not going to get it super full. You're just going to get it filled with polyfill because we're going to go back around and top stitch it. While she does that,
you didn't ask me.
Can you fill that with polyfill?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my Lord. Did y'all hear that? I had to ask. All right. We're going to go back over here and top stitch these little things here. Now, I want to tell you, if you don't own a stiletto, doing these, you're probably going to want to get one.
We were gifted our stilettos by Elizabeth.
We were. Elizabeth SCH gifted us our stilettos a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Now, I like to start here in the center of where we had that opening. And I have my needles set pretty far over. So I'm just going to go around the top. And then right here where I'm coming to my pocket, I'm just going to use my stiletto to make sure it gets under there. As we get close to this corner, I may need that stiletto again. When I get to the corner, I let it go one time or so to the side, and then I start going up. And I do sometimes have to get under there with my stiletto to really get it moving because it's thick on that tip of that pocket. It's quite thick. All right, and then we're going to hit that. So here we are. We've top stitched it. And that's our legs to our bow. So I'm going to hand these over to Mom. She's going to trim off our little spots. All right, she has filled up our top piece, okay? So now we're just going to, here's our opening. So I'm just going to use my fingers, make sure that it's nice and closed. And then I'm going to start on that side and do a top stitch all the way around. Oh, now see, I got to open right here because I didn't do it good. So I got to go back here. Let me show y'all a little secret. See how I kept that open? I wasn't paying close enough attention. So now I got to go put in another little stitch. This is what happens when you're not paying close attention. Now, it probably won't be noticeable in the whole end of things, but the reality is you just got to make sure you get it closed. Because once your bow's done, you're probably not even going to notice that that was there. All right. One more time, guys. All right. Ugh. Sorry, getting raised up again. I have to go up because there's parts of it that don't stay up anymore. So here are the components for hardware that you're going to use. You're going to want a key ring, split ring, whatever you call them. I call them key rings. I also use these little lobster hooks. And you're going to need hair ties that are like the elastic kind. I've been using the clear ones or dark, depending on what color my fabric is. So, to make the bow portion, you're really just going to put your hair ties on. I know, it sounds crazy. You're going to take them and put them around the center of this pillow. Try to double them, but do not kill yourself with these hair ties. Because, honey, when you pop yourself, it hurts. And I mean hurts. Now, once you get one around your bow, like that, you're going to take your legs to the bow and you're just going to put them like this, okay? I don't want to say in the crack, but in the crack. in the middle portion that you created.
In that indention.
Okay? And then you're going to add another hair tie. And you're going to try to double it. Away from your face. Okay? Away. Then once you get that on there, you can kind of move this around. See here? And get it just right. Now, it's super cute. Adorable, in fact. But
you got a straight thread on the right hand side.
Right there?
There and the bottom. That just drives me crazy.
I know, Mama. I'm sorry. One of these days, I'll be a better seamstress.
You are good.
So the reason I want to just explain, the reason I put the top stitching in is because see how crisp it makes these corners?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't put that top stitch in that pillow part, it will not look like that. All right, now you're going to put your key ring through this portion. Now, my bobbin was white and my top stitch was pink, and I want my pink to show. You're going to flip this. Let me put this hook on here. This key ring right fast. You're going to flip this once you sew it onto the bow. So you're going to put it on backwards. Does that make sense? I want the pink to show, so I'm going to put it on with the white face up. Okay? And you're just wrapping it around the hair ties, guys. Making it tight like this. And then you're going to go back to your sewing machine and you're going to, it wouldn't do any good for me to take the camera over there and show you this part because all this is in the way. But you're going to finagle this and get this underneath your sewing foot and go back and forth over this area right here. So as soon as I do that, I'm going to hop back over here and show it to you, okay? You do want to make sure your needle placement is as far like over towards the bow that you can get. Just so that you can get as close to it as you can so that it makes it nice and tight. See how it's like real. So now I'm just going to do this. I'm going to cut that piece off and we're going to flip this. You're going to say, you're going to do what? Simple. You're just going to reach over and you're going to flip it. It's not nearly as hard as it looks. Because they turn pretty easy once you get them going. And then your pink stitching is the side that's up. And it's all pretty. The stitch is hidden. You move this to the top. Just like that. You can always rearrange and pull it around if you need to. Now, you just go over here and you grab your chapstick and you put it right down in there and then you hook this to your purse. And then you are never without it. Now, if it was mine, it would have Burt's Bees in it and not chapstick. But this one has marshmallow.
Jan said, I was wondering how you were going to hide that seam.
Well, see, there you go. You just turn it over. Okay, so the first one I'm going to run is this one, guys. I'm going to run this one first. So let me pin it. These are $12. This Tula pink one is going now. If you want this one, she's a going. You do get the marshmallow cream, whatever. That's what she looks like. Thanks for looking at her. Let me see these, and I'll run through these really quick. Anybody have any questions about those right quick? And then we're going to start looking at the bags. So again, these do make fantastic stocking stuffers. These are fabulous for Christmas gifts. All right, this one is K Facet. I just finished it before we got started. Gorgeous cave. Did it run? No. Sorry. 10 seconds, sudden death. It's going, loves. Really pretty. That's actually a Rowan. Thanks for looking. This one is a kind of a cottagecore vibe floral. Super cute. Also has a silver lobster. Going now. Puffy keychain. Sorry if I miss it. Y'all tell me because I'm not paying attention.
Watching.
Thank you. All right. Next up, Tula Pink again. She is so bright. It's almost hard to look at her, huh? It looks like I'm going to have to. Tula Pink again on this one. Going now. Thank you for looking. All right. This is our first. We're going to raise up, maybe. Hi. This is our first bag tonight. This is a wristlet clutch. It comes with an oversized wristlet. So if you're running in the store, don't want to carry it in, it is fully quilted between each square. Absolutely gorgeous. Fully lined inside. Beautiful pastel colors. This one's a beauty. Don't let her run away. These are actually a really good price. I usually sell these for quite a bit more. But running a good deal for the raid train. 10 seconds, sudden death, 15, running now. Gorgeous gift, guys. Absolutely stunner. Thanks for looking. This is one of my favorites. I remember this print in my great-grandmother's house. Really pretty. Vintage vibes. Wristlet to go with. Red gingham. Because, hey, what goes with classic except red gingham? Oh, I ran that one for a long time. Sorry, guys. That one's going. She's a cutie. Totes adorbs. Sorry for running it so long. Didn't mean to make y'all sit here looking at a bag that is fabulous. I decided about a week ago I was no longer going to run my bags for less than they were worth. So I used to run bags really, really cheap. And I'm not doing that anymore because, well, if you really want to know why, it's because I have attended a few shows and saw buyers that buy from me purchasing bags for $75, $85, and $95 that are no different than my bags. So I'm no longer going to run mine for cheap. Because I'm like, listen, Linda, I put a lot of time into these things. Plus, they're selling really well in person. This one's only 10. Does not have its own wristlet. This is a K facet print. And it does have a very beautiful satin stitch quilt. Absolutely lovely quilt. Okay, let me see those. Anybody? Yeah.
I know she's going to sew. I think you like.
Okay, so this is a new style bag that we're making called a mercantile tote. This is our ultimate shopper's tote. We've got two size handles here, a short handle, a larger handle. You have a bow tie closure here on the top. You have your puffy bow that matches the bag. This is a gorgeous Marshall's Dry Goods print. Oh, so pretty. So let me get this one open because my mom did take a little more time with this one today. She actually did put in some interior pockets on it. Beautiful, beautiful bag, friends. Absolutely phenomenal. These are going for $30 and it is running now.
Thank you, honey. It's a really cute one.
They make excellent Christmas gifts. All right. Next up is the Ruby Star Society Selvage Print Mercantile Tote with its own bow. It has a short neon pink handle, a longer black, There are no pockets on the inside of this one, but it does have a bow tie closure on top. It is also ruby star print inside. This is a phenomenal summer tote. Anytime tote, really. If you know, you know. When it comes to Ruby Star, if you are a Ruby Star fan, this is a wonderful bag. I just could not pass up a chance to make one with the Ruby Star selvage prints. And we're running.
Yes, it would, Jan.
Thank you for looking. Will you open that tote so you can hand me other bags? Sorry, guys. I'm about to burn up. Oh, I'm so hot. Okay, next up, this is a set of 3 Hemingway bags. These are Tula Pink. Guys, this is a great time to get your Christmas gifts. That is the purpose of me running these bags tonight. You get all 3 bags, all 3 sizes. The large, the medium, and the small. All 3 bags. And this set runs for $30. Good old floral reef, not coral, floral reef Tula. All 3 bags, $1. You need a strap for this one. I have a dinosaur Tula Pink Roar crossbody, I think. Yeah. Oh, I know. I love those. So this is a crossbody with a patent leather handle. It is Tula Pink. Let me get it up here. And I'll show you a little more. Okay, so turquoise patent leather soft. This one has I think it's a stegosaurus on it. Inside it has a big, large pocket. On the front, it has another pocket that's zippered. The back is also the stegosaurus print from Roar. Very, very cute bag. I will sell this one tonight for $25, which is discounted, but still super cute. Super, super adorable. And it is a full 30-inch crossbody. And the strap is removable. And you can put your own strap in should you want to change it. Thank you for looking. All right. These cuties run for $10. And they are top handle mini totes. They are super fun. They are great for a small project, fully lined. They have a top handle. And they just do all the things. These are really good for girls, makeup, carrying your cosmetics around. These work great. Here is a Tula Pink cosmetic style bag. These run for $12. Running now. This is the anemone print in the coral reef. And it is the purple. Thanks for looking. This one is a K facet print. Oh, love this print. It is a full size top handle. So this one is what inspired me to make these is the 1990s caboodle. I was in love with the caboodle. I wanted a caboodle in every color. And like New Kids on the Block stickers all over it. You know, like totally. For sure. So this one I'll run for $20 tonight. Running now. My poor bags. They've been smashed in a tote.
Mm.
They really need some love. I need to stuff them. Thanks for looking. This one is a Hoffman, California spectrum print, which is like an uber realistic floral. And it's dark and twisty and oh so cool. This one will run for $10. Super pretty. The inside on this one is also a black. Yeah, it's a black. Thanks for looking. We have another clutch that has its own key fob. Really cute clutch. This one will run for $15. Starting now. We have any Harry Potter lovers in the house?
Besides Leilani, we know she does.
I have a full-size top handle tote that is Harry Potter. It has a satin stitch quilt with every house color represented in the satin stitching. So cool. The inside is also a Harry Potter print. Very cool bag. Absolutely phenomenal bag. $20 tonight. Running now. This is pretty discounted on this bag because I usually run it for $35. But it is a beaut. Oh. This is a coral floral reef Tula. This is the fish print on teal. Top handle mini. It has Tula hexes inside. Running it for $10. It's cute. Thanks for looking. I have a clutch that is Texas Longhorn sewn with a burnt orange metallic thread. It has a Longhorn print on the inside and its own key fob. Running now. You do. Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words, Leilani. I also have quilted doorbell bows. I can keep going with bags, but I just want to mention I do have quilted doorbell bows. If you're not familiar with what that is or you want to see them, I'm happy to show them. But a quilted doorbell bow is basically like a wreath for your front door, but it's a huge bow that's quilted. And I sell mine for $40. And I have them listed with pictures. If you guys want to see one of them, would you let me know, please? Because I have 3 tonight that are up for grabs. Hi, Tiff. How are you? Oh, yeah. Let me see these. So I also have some headbands. Let me show you what they look like right quick. Oh, my pins. That's okay. I don't think they're interested in those. All right. So this one is a size medium headband. These are stretchy. They are like a knot style on top, and they're made from like bullet fabric. Really pretty bullet knits. This is a size medium. The mediums do fit me. but not to be like, I'm not saying they would fit everybody, but anyway, these are the mediums. So I will show you the print and I'll run them. These are just $5. All right. All right, so I'm going to run that medium first. It's going to say bag because that's the listing I have, guys. But I need to edit it just real quick. I have 15 minutes so I can show you all these. Save. I was changing the shipping. All right, first one is the bullet rainbows. Size medium, bullet rainbows. Okay. I have a serape size medium. I have a red bandana size large.
Is that charging? Yeah, I guess.
I have a red bandana size large. I have a silver, I don't know how to explain it. Metallic silver stretch size large. Great stocking stuffers, guys. Here is your Christmas gifts. I have a size medium avocado. Thanks, Wheezy. I think they're cute. All right. Well, we tried. I don't know. I don't really have anything else. Just bags, I guess. Here. I do have a Cafe dark Hemingway set. All 3 bags for one money running now. I ran that one too long. Sorry. All right. Matt, you take all these? Okay. Okay, next up, cottagecore. Patchwork. This one's batting, not foam, so less bulky, less thick. I also have press-on nails. I just thought of that. If anyone is interested in those. $10 on this one. I mean, they're custom press-ons that I make. Yeah. Apparently, yes, ma'am. I have a vintage patchwork. It is pink on one side, blue on the other. These were salesman samples that were, I paired them up with some fabric that I had, but I just thought they were really cool looking. All right, running that one. Yep, summers are slow or non-existent. I mean, honestly, we sell better in person in summer. I mean, I sold a bag like the ones I showed y'all tonight for $45 yesterday. I mean, literally. I finished it, put one picture up, and it was gone for 45 bucks. Yeah, I don't know. I have a Baby Lock Brilliant. All right, thanks for looking. This is a Tanya Whalen, out of print Tanya Whalen cosmetic bag. I love it. I just got mine. Let's see, what time is it?
9 minutes.
9:52. I say we raid. Is Crafty and Crazy on? Let me go look. Because I've been sewing all day and I'm tired.
Crafty what?
Crafty and Crazy with K's.
With K's.
Oh, be sure to give Lucy a follow, you guys. She's a seller as well. Oh, she's not Wheezy. Okay, well, that's okay. So, yeah. Let me see those doorbell bows. I'll show them. Well, definitely give her a follow, you guys. All right. First up on our doorbell bows, K Facet doorbell bow, quilted. Absolutely gorgeous. Leilani, I love you, hun. Absolutely gorgeous on the doorbell bow. If you don't have one, you should get one.
Oh, Lucy, you have no idea. She's the sweetest little old thing.
Because you are so. These are reversible, loves. That's the other side. It's a patchwork in purple. Okay, nope, nobody wants that one. All right, let's try this old granny one. All right, we got us any granny lovers in the house? Here you go. This is your bow right here. It does not smell like Pall Mall cigarettes, even though it looks like it should come with wood paneling and Pall Mall cigarettes. It does not. It does not. It does not come with Pall Mall cigarettes. But it is sufficiently grannied. Do you hear? Sufficiently grannied. And it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, good night, Mom. Have a great night. Mm-hmm. All right, see all that patchwork? Guess what's on the back? Micro floral with tons of brown. I'm telling you, all that's missing is your own fabulous trailer house camper with wood paneling and 4 ashtrays full of Pall Mall butts. This will be beautiful. Take her home today. Okay, no. All right, if you're more of the spa type or want a very zen and beautiful home, you might try this gorgeousness because she's a beauty. You can just put on some cotton fresh glade in your warmer. Add a little pink sands. Take her right on in and she'll just keep you company. Greet everybody at your front door with a smile. Make them feel right at home. Loved and cared for and nurtured. And there you go. I'm trying. And the back of this one, same pattern, but strips. Because sometimes you feel like stripping. Other times you don't. It's a good night. I'm tired. Can y'all tell? Nobody wants the doorbell bow either. Is it time to raid yet? Your girl is so tired today. So, lots of new things coming on the horizon around here.
But first, let's take a selfie.
But first, I'm too tired. I did do a TikTok video today. I did bow keychain kits last week and I sold one. So, you know, I maybe sold a little more than one, but not a lot. I don't remember. Yeah. Could have been. I could have missed the moment, Leilani. You know, I was really thinking Christmas gifts. What would I want in a Christmas gift? And I thought, bags. Doesn't everybody want a bag? I should have stuck with fabric. I'm just kidding. So, lots of fun things, though. And by the way, I'm liquidating a bead collection. If you're looking for glass beads, I have 1,204 ounces. A little less than that right now, but roughly 70 pounds of beads left. Believe it or not. Glass. You need a dark Hemingway with longer straps for a crossbody. I can try to make that happen. I can. I have some dark prints that I think you'll like. Also, I think those cats are right here. I thought I had them. Naturally. I don't know where they are, but I have some little cats cut out. And I always think, I gotta show these to Wheezy. So, that. Is Crafty on yet? Oh, I'm pretty tired tonight. I know, I ate some taquitos earlier and did not really do all it needed to do. Oh no, Crafty and Crazy. Hey, where are you?
Hello. Are you out
Hello.
there?
Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to rate. Hey, don't forget. Wheezy, I'm not going to send you any names. For the buyer's thing? Nothing. Won't get anything from me. So, guys, I love you all dearly, but please go hang out with Crafty and Crazy, have a great time, and somebody, for the love of God, buy from her, because Wheezy's got great stuff to give away. All right, have a great night. We love you all. So does Jesus.
No matter what.
No matter what.